Welcome to Huddle Adventures. I am Eddie. Laura's here.
I'm here. I exist. I just wanted to explain to everybody that I do exist, first of all. But usually Eddie does the cruise news or does a lot of the vlogging, the daily vlogging anyway, during his lunch hour or when I'm not with him. And I work from home, so basically I am in ugly bun, daytime pajama, 12, 14-hour days. Typically don't even have mascara on. And I'm not coming on the vlog like that. So I hope you understand. But I do contribute a lot to the news and the creativity of some of the topics that we cover. So we have a lot of cruises coming up. So you will definitely see more of me. So I just wanted to let you know that I do exist.
Yeah, we're a team. Laura, a lot of the breaking cruise news, she'll send it to me. She'll send me a text and say, did you see this? Did you see that? We work together. We have all the creative ideas we come up with. We brainstorm together and come up with them. She has lots of great suggestions.
I always think it's adorable when I watch his vlog and he'll say, this is Eddie and Laura's not here right now. And I'm thinking people probably are like, does she even exist?
Yeah, it's just me being silly. But guys, before we go forward, I just want to pause, and thank all of our subscribers, all the views our channel's getting. We really appreciate it. It's hard to even put it into words, guys. When we started our channel back in July, we had no cruise content to put on there. We had some videos and stuff from our last cruise pre-COVID, and that was on a Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas ship back in 2019. But we weren't vlogging them. We were just tourists, and we had videos and pictures. We didn't have anything for our channel until we went on the Magic at the end of August.
And the reason that we even initially started vlogging was through the last year, I think a lot of us have experienced losing people that we love from COVID and other health things that are going on in the world right now. And we were just thinking, we have 6 kids and we do a lot of traveling, and we just wanted to have something for our family to have one day when we're not here. They can look back at all of our adventures and always have something of us with them. So that was really truly the intent of it initially, but we just started meeting so many people and having so much fun with it. And we hit a milestone today on our vlog on our subscribers.
Yeah, we hit 350 subscribers tonight, and we're really, like I said, we're really surprised and excited by that. Like Laura said, when we started, we thought, instead of having dusty VHS tapes in a box in a closet that our kids can look at years down the road, they can look at these videos on YouTube, which our kids are all grown, guys. We have one that isn't. He's 14 years old. The rest of them are 32 and between 21 and 32. So we call ourselves a huddle bunch because when we got together, I had 3, she had 3, and you just heard a dog bark. That is our only true kid. That's our dog Max, the Labradoodle.
Yeah, we got to get him in the video one day. Yeah, but he's truly only food motivated, so I'm not sure how we will work that out. But you got to see Max, the Labradoodle.
He's crazy, and like you're saying, we are just words don't even describe how happy we are that people are finding an interest in our videos. And we are contributing to the cruise community and cruise vlogging community that we enjoy. We watch the videos too, guys. We have our favorite vloggers we watch every night, and it's just really cool. With that said, Laura and I want to talk to you guys. We're really concerned because we follow several Facebook groups that are for cruising. A lot of them are Carnival cruise pages we belong to. And in the last 2 weeks, it's been more and more and more people panicking, posting, our cruise is in 6 days. I've been on hold with Carnival for 2 days trying to get in to tell them I want to cancel or I want to reschedule. And constant topics, other posts are, is cruising safe right now? Should we go ahead with our cruise? Should we cancel? And it's sad, guys. It's really, really sad because the media has just hyped it up so much. They're scaring people. They're scaring cruisers. They have no reason to be scared. And, with the CDC coming out yesterday saying they advise everyone to avoid cruising, vaccinated or not. And it's just absolutely mind-numbing to us.
I think it's important to point out two things. We don't want to get political with this, but we are not anti-media people. We are not anti-government people. We are not anti really anything. We are intelligent adult people who, pay attention to the facts, not necessarily everything that you hear on the news, but the facts themselves, and make decisions based on, what we see is going on. And we're very, very disappointed in the CDC. It's the first time I've ever felt that way, to be honest. I think you can say the same thing.
Yes.
The reason we're so disappointed is because, for an organization that's supposed to be based on, facts and science and, making decisions on the best of what's best for everyone. This whole advisory not to cruise couldn't be further from the truth in that regard. If you haven't read the post that John held and the CLIA, what does it stand for? Cruise Lines International Association.
Yeah.
If you haven't read the statement from them, I recommend that you do. Basically, what they're saying is that, 95 to 100% of the cruise ship is vaccinated. And in addition to that, everyone is tested for COVID within 48 hours of, getting on any cruise ship. And in addition to that, we have to wear masks when we are indoors or, in any 6 feet from someone else. And for the most part, and honestly, sincerely, we've been on 3 cruises since the restart. For the most part, we have seen everyone adhering to these rules. You can't be in a safer environment in COVID times. So I feel like it's a very unfair, I don't feel like any of these people have been on a cruise ship. And if you haven't been cruising to see all of the measures that have been put in place to make it a safe environment and to see how hard these people are busting their asses, excuse my French, to make sure that, everything is wiped down and constantly sanitized and people are washing their hands and wearing masks and doing every possible thing. There is not an environment in this country, on an airplane, in a stadium, at a football game, anywhere, that have gone through everything that these people have gone through to try to make it as safe as possible. So these accusations and these, really basically just, opinions are really unfair. So it really upset us that the cruise industry is taking such a hard hit, and to have a travel advisory unbased, not on facts, based on numbers of people who have tested positive for COVID on a cruise ship. But what they're neglecting to mention, that 0.02% of anyone who has traveled since June on any cruise ship has tested positive for COVID on a cruise ship, and most of them are asymptomatic. But they don't mention that part.
It's the percentage of infection. The infection rate is half of what it is on dry land. Mm-hmm. It's unwarranted. The advisory is unwarranted, and there's a lot of theories on why they always target the cruise lines, and they have higher sanitation standards for the cruise line than any other sector of the tourist industry, guys. So, and then one of the arguments they said is, cruise ships, people are in tight quarters and they're real close together, and that's what makes transmission of the virus easier and faster.
But we've been on 3 cruises. Now, none of these people who are saying this assumption have been on 3 cruises. So you're advised against it by the cruise line. You're told what the rules are. So anybody that's not adhering to the rules is really truly their own choice. Well, they would be choosing to be close to other people at that point, but I didn't see it. I just didn't see it.
But just go back and look at the airport, okay? When you go to the airport, back in March, earlier this year, we went to Vegas. We flew to Vegas. And we chose to do that because at that time, Nevada was one of the lowest COVID rate areas. Las Vegas was one of the lowest rated areas for cases at that time. It was really, really low. So we flew to Vegas and we got to the airport every other seat was marked off. You couldn't sit in it. They didn't have any back-to-back seating. You know when you're at the gate, guys, and you're sitting like we are, and then there's people sitting directly with their head touching your head if you lean back. None of that was going on. And on the airplane, there was empty seats between you. You weren't sitting with people directly behind you or right next to you. It was social distancing on the plane, social distancing at the airport. All the airport and airlines have done since then is slowly got back to normal. There's no more social distancing in the airport, in the terminal at the gates. There's none of that anymore. Everybody's sitting there eating with their masks off.
Yeah, there's no middle seat open on the plane, nothing like that. We've been crowded.
The planes are packed, absolutely packed. We got off a plane in Miami on Monday the 13th, I think it was December 13th, when we came back from the sunrise. And it was absolutely packed. We couldn't even go through security. We had to go to a different gate because security was backed up. And it was just absolutely, it's crazy how packed it is. And not to pick on the airline industry, but you don't have to have a COVID test or be fully vaccinated to fly anywhere in the United States.
And half the people are walking around with their masks below their nose, and there's no one enforcing any of that. And
the mask, when you eat and drink, and everybody eats and drinks in the airport, and everybody eats and drinks on the plane, the mask doesn't do any good. Our theory from the beginning is that's the most dangerous part of our cruise is when we're at the airport and on the plane, and we use our due diligence to make sure we don't take our masks off, and we keep it on the whole time, and we stay away from people, and we're constantly washing our hands. And you basically can't be in other people's breathing airspace, right? That's where the virus is transmitted. So we are very, very careful. Now, I'm a frontline worker, guys. I'm a essential worker. I never knew I was essential until this happened. And I work in the skilled trades. And we have been working through this the entire time. And we have to wear masks all day, every day. I work 7 days a week, guys. And we've been wearing masks the whole time. They've been making us wear masks since May of 2020. So wearing a mask it sucks. But you get used to it after a while. And it becomes second nature after a while. You get used to it. You actually realize I'm missing something. Oh, it's my mask, So anyways, that's where we're at. And our biggest thing, as we were saying in the beginning, is it's scaring people away from cruising, guys, which is bad for everybody. It's bad for all of us that like to cruise because it hurts the cruise industry. And the cruise industry is hurting financially and ends up bankrupt over this silliness. Then none of us are going to cruise.
So
okay?
we say all this to point out the hypocrisy of, targeting the cruise line when there's other industries, football, games that are taking place where no one's wearing masks and they're all piled on top of each other, and airlines that are all piled up on top of each other, but the cruise line's dangerous. So we bring that up to the point of this video is to talk about the new year and our cruise solution for 2022. And that is not to listen to unfounded news stories from people who have never been on a cruise ship. We are going to make intelligent decisions based on what we know, because we have been on 3 cruises since the restart and are getting ready to go on our first back-to-back in January. So we're basing our decisions and our safety and our comfortability with cruising on the facts of what we know and what we've seen, and that is that we feel extremely safe cruising. Now, you are an intelligent adult person who can make your own decision on this, but I would ask of you, if you haven't cruised yet since the restart, listen to the people that have. Make your decisions based on people who have actually been there. And in addition to that, if you care about cruising and you care about the industry, don't cancel your cruise unless you have a real severe health issue that puts you in jeopardy more so than the average person. If you follow the rules and you do what you're supposed to do, you will have a wonderful time and you'll be safe.
Yes, that's true. Just look at the numbers, guys. Don't look at the headlines. Look at the numbers. The numbers, the science is there. Royal Caribbean yesterday came out and talked about how their numbers, the virus, they've been able to keep the virus down and prevent spreading on the ship. And as Laura said earlier, with the Omicron variant, hardly anyone is showing any symptoms. Vaccinated people are not being affected by this at any severe level. So with that said, guys, again, thanks again for tuning in and watching us. We really appreciate it.
We appreciate you so much.
We got big plans for the Vista.
Plans, yeah.
21 days, guys. We're going to be landing in Galveston, Texas, getting ready to get on the Vista for 2 weeks. And we have some really cool vlogging plans, ideas. And we're going to do something really, really cool. You guys are going to really like it, I promise you. And we will keep doing the cruise news. We'll stay on top of this Omicron stuff.
So our goal for the Vista on January 22nd, we want to do our very first live. We've never done one before, but our goal was to be at 500 subscribers by that cruise. So if you have not subscribed, we have a lot of cruises coming up in the first 6 months of the year. We want to take you with us. Would love to hang out with you. So if you have not subscribed, please do so. Help us reach that goal, get to 500 so we can do our first live. Lots of exciting things coming up, and we hope you'll be there with us.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.